Howdy folks, it's Sonelias, and welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris with the human race as the main center point. So we'll be loading our last saved game, which is Let's Play 29. So today we'll be doing, of course, Let's Play 30. So as part of what we'll be looking at today, let's briefly recap on what we basically done on the previous episode. We had actually started our first colony just south of our main center of our empire. So I'm just going to try to expand in this particular sector. At the same time, I'm basically trying to expand further to the east, so towards the rim of the galaxy over here. So I want to basically get in touch with the actual rim here as much as I can. And for that purpose, I of course want to basically establish an additional colony here in Umik. And as you should see, my colony ship is in Umik already. It's on the way to the planet there. Further to that, I am of course trying to expand further into other parts of the galaxy where I can. I had just sent one of my ships for repair. So that's finished its repairs. I'm just going to send it to join up with some of the other ships I have in this system already. Actually, is it that system that I want to send them to? Probably not. I want to send them to this system here. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, in the meantime, I've got a research vessel ready in Umik, which has completed its survey here. So what do I want to do with them next? Now, there is a void cloud here. So I can't do anything with that void cloud at the moment. Now, there is a system there. Have I explored it? I have explored it, but there was nothing to be found in that particular system. There's a tomb world here, which is always an interesting place for research typically. Former civilizations have had some success there. Ocean world there. I've not surveyed that system yet, so I'm going to survey that system next, I think. Actually, maybe better yet if I first go to this system here and research the individual research projects I got here before I do a full system survey. I want to avoid basically those particular points expiring. So I want to make sure I can actually utilize all the individual resources I actually got within my domain here. Now let's have a look at what else I can do in terms of additional
debris analyzed.
Places where I can basically send my ship to. So I'm looking at my construction vessel at the moment. I want to send my construction vessel down here because I want to build a mining station down there. Now I have analyzed some of the debris here. So again, I basically have regained some research in terms of physics and society. So that system has been fully surveyed. Perfect. So still got some time projects ongoing. And I've still got some crystalline entities in certain systems. Now I've got these two fleets here already. So if I just want to join these two fleets up, I'm going to select both of those and just tell it to merge those two particular fleets here. It looks like that planet hasn't been surveyed yet. So I guess that's one of the things I want to do shortly as well. I'm still building a colony ship on this planet, which is of course Earth, and I want to basically initiate the start of the next colony ship already. So I want to basically get as many colonies out there as I can in as quick a time as possible, as you might remember from my previous Let's Plays here. I'm just going to accelerate time a little bit. So New Jerusalem is being built there. One of my other bits here that I had basically issued orders for has just been completed. I had actually issued orders for a new outpost to be placed here. So I can basically start mining these individual points here already. Again, that should be going towards my mining edict. I've already got 2 out of 4. And I should be completing this shortly in terms of 4 out of 4. Now that will actually bring me close to my limit in terms of my influence again. Now what do I want to do with those additional places here? Now I've got certain sectors here. For example, this particular sector here. I want to expand that with those additional planets. Is there anything worthwhile in that particular system there? I don't think I have anything in there. So I do want to expand it with that as well. And we have recovered a further probe. Is that our final one? I'm not sure. Is that... okay, so we've completed some construction over here again. So in this instance... okay, that is this particular ship here. Perfect. That was a research station that we've just completed there. And I do want to go towards this system here and build some additional mining stations there. Colony ship has been finished. Has finished construction. So I'm going to send that down here, I would say, to this tropical world. Is it that planet that I want to basically colonize? Yes, it is. And I want to gain these bits here as well. I got another couple of planets down here. So that is a Arctic one. That is a oceanic one. I believe there were some other interesting bits in here as well. But it doesn't look like I am able to do anything here at present. Okay, which is perfectly fine. Not a problem at all. Does mean that I actually got a battle fleet here ready to deploy
Research complete.
if I wanted to. We've just completed our research in terms of the uplifting. Ooh, leader enhancement, selected lineage. Policy, careful reproductive planning should be incentivized, lest we waste valuable genetic legacies. Leader skill level +1 and leader lifespan +25. Leader recruitment cost does go up with that. That looks like an interesting one though. The other one is the gene tailoring. Genetic modification is unlocked. I like this one. Purples are quite rare, so it's a good idea to always go with those. Well, not always. You need to, of course, consider the options that you got at your disposal. And one of our science officers has gained the archaeologist trait. Good for her. Argol 3 is populated by tiny, colorful life forms that straddle the divide between flora and fauna. Argol 3. We need to remain a passive observer. Cool. So where is this? Argol 3 is actually on our border. Did I not send a colony ship here already? I should have done. I thought I did. Have I colonized any of these planets here? So there's 2 colonizable planets here. One being the Gaia planet, and the other there should also be a other planet here, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was tropical. Yeah, but it says 50% habitable. It is quite big though. So potentially I could actually place 2 colonies in this system here, which would be serving me quite well if I were to ever get into an encounter with that species over there. Okay, so getting rid of those reminders there. Construction vessel is waiting for me to issue more instructions. Now this is to the north of our systems there. We haven't done a survey of this system yet, have we? No, we haven't. Oh, actually we might have done. I just haven't got anything in there at the moment. Now what I do want to do in this system here, because it borders so closely to that other empire there, I want to start building some military stations there. Good. Good. And Earth is still working on the next place. Now I've got a power plant level 2 here. I'm able to upgrade that to level 3. It'll cost me a little bit of time, which is fine. But an upgrade could be well worth it, particularly when I'm basically running a deficit in terms of my energy credit. Now why am I running a deficit in reality here? Station maintenance is quite steep. Colonization cost, that is a key consideration. Army maintenance, building maintenance. So again, if I can basically boost my energy output on these individual places, that would be great. Now it looks like one of my scientists has leveled up. Perfect. And that is on whichever planet this is. Where is this? Ah, that must be the scientist on board that vessel. Let's see. All of my scientists and construction vessels are allocated to individual projects. Now I've basically exceeded my storage in terms of my influence. Now if I'm actually investing credit in terms of colonization, I'm just wondering which one it is. So new rivalry has been declared. Now interestingly enough, this is also one of those enhancements in this particular patch. This is the Clark patch that's occurred. So these kind of notifications are a bit more detailed because it also gives you straight away connections to the individual diplomacies for the different empires here. Now, let me just reduce the speed of the game a little bit. I could offer these guys a trade deal. So these are fungoids. They are wary of us. Why? Does it say why? Maintain a cautious attitude towards us. Their power is roughly equivalent to ours. Their fleet is equivalent compared to ours. Their fleet capacity is equivalent to ours. Their technology is equivalent to ours. Okay. Let's offer them a trade deal. So let's offer them civilian access. Ooh, that is going to be costly. So let's remove that for both our sides. Non-aggression pledge. Let's offer them at least a resource incentive here. -2. Let's make that with a slightly bigger boost. Let's give them 2 of our resources every turn. Okay, another declaration here between... Okay, so they basically countered that with the opposite rivalry being declared. So it's between these guys over here and those guys just to the north of them. So there's a bit of a grey area in between them at the moment. And that's basically what we're trying to exploit there. We have received a trade offer. Or at least they basically have accepted our trade proposal. Good. Now, with these guys up here, I would ideally want to basically get in touch with them properly. And I basically want to join their alliance, I think. Joining their alliance would be a good thing. Do you wish to join the Great Just Concord? So what's the key benefit? Acceptance is 10. Base -50, friendly attitude, opinion, non-aggression pact, relative power of empires. Okay. Okay, so let's put that request through. So if I were to be able to join them, I would basically join forces with the Oscox here, which is these guys over here, as well as the guys to the east of them, which is the empire of the Alabava, I believe. So let's just sort it by that federation. So the Just Accord is the empire of the a la bova. So what's happened? Very well, our human friend. I will have to consider this with my allies first, though. Okay. So they haven't actually accepted yet, but they're discussing it. So there's nothing in terms of actual listings up here. Now, if I do get in touch with these guys here, ooh, our guaranteed trade treaty with the Oscox has ended because we joined an alliance. Sweet. Good. Good. So now I've got a lot more insight into actually what's going on in here. So we are able to see exactly what's being made visible here. Can I offer them any trade deals here? Migration access, migration access. Do I want to offer that to them? Maybe not yet. Maybe later on. Let's just hold off on that for the moment. On Earth, I'm still building a colony ship. I've got not yet enough resources available to build the next one. So I just need to hold off on that a little bit more. My colony ship is due to arrive down here now. And I have just completed a survey of this system here. I see that there is a planet there which I could do something with if I wanted to. Arid planet, Arctic. No, nothing I can do with that. But on the other hand, that doesn't actually prevent me from sending more ships that way. Now there's more tropical worlds around here, so 21 and 13. So if I basically colonize that one over there, and somehow I'm able to connect it up, that'd be great. There is an oceanic one, which would be nice to have.
Anomaly found.
Haven't surveyed that system there yet. In the meantime, my military fleet is ready to be sent out here. So I'm going to send it out southwards, just to try to clear out that system there. I'm not part of that alliance with these two species here. So hopefully that will serve me well as during my voyages there. Earth. I was due to build another colony ship. So I'm just going to issue the instructions for that. And once I've got one of those, I should really send it to this system here. I'm not sure why I haven't done that before yet. Anyways, is my research progressing nicely? We're busy with the debris in the Trambodon system. That is this ship here. As per President Clark's mandate, additional mining stations have been constructed and we basically gained more influence. But unfortunately we're at our limit, so I don't gain anything. Which is fine, no problem at all. Now, if I look at these individual planets, I haven't actually invested too much time and effort into these yet. And I should really start clearing some of these out. So I could build a power station here. Which would be a good investment. Now this one is actually already getting some food, but I want to basically place her there shortly once I've cleared that one. And I have just gotten into a system where there is an enemy fleet ready. Now let's have a look at that enemy fleet. That is a crystalline cohort. Now my own fleet is still in lockdown or warp stasis because we haven't actually been in system that long yet.
Hostile fleet engaged. Debris analyzed.
In the meantime, our research of the Argol 2 planet, we found some additional bits in terms of our research, and we are able to find that there is additional research point to be gotten by placing a research station there. Okay.
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
Sweet. So we just finished that particular battle here, which is fine. I did suffer some damage on some of these vessels here, it looks like. Nothing major, but it's enough to take the health of my fleet down. So I need to send these 3 ships back for repairs. Once I've done that, in the meantime I can send my ships on to the next one. Now I haven't actually surveyed that system yet, which is then on my list of next things to be done. We've again finished the research of some of that debris. Again, we basically get to see exactly the full stats of this research that we've done, or the battle that we've just completed here. Nice. So we see exactly how much hull damage we've suffered, which is what I basically sent those ships back to one of our planets for, to get repaired. Now, I've got a colony ship here, which is heading in system here to this planet here, which is to the south here. Now, I suspect I will need to place a outpost down here somewhere to be able to connect these 2 places up with each other. So that'll be one of my next items on my to-do list, I think. Mining station. Over there. And then, what instructions shall I issue? I'll basically build a frontier outpost over here, which hopefully will connect these 2 to each other in terms of these sections. Now, can I invite these 2 in an alliance? No, because they are wary, and they've
System
got
survey complete.
some others that would be voting no for that. Okay, construction has been completed on Earth. So that was basically a power plant that we upgraded, I believe. That's this, no, not this one. That would be that one there. So we're getting 9 energy from there. That's nice. Power plant 3, power plant 2. Oh, so it was this one that we upgraded to a level 3. So if I now do the same for this one here, once I've got enough resources, that would be serving me nicely.
Colony established.
Colony established on this planet here. Which, like I said, I need to basically have that outpost here to be able to connect those 2 to each other. I have got a science vessel here ready, which is not doing anything at this point in time. Where do I want to send them to? There's already a science vessel there. So I believe I want to send them down here. Now, was it just this system? Which system was it down here that I basically just cleared? That one it would be. So I'm going to survey that system as well. There's a continental one over there, which I should be able to colonize. Oh, there's a colony ship ready. But I first want to send that out here. And I will colonize a particular place here, which I'll make this one. Go back to Earth and then clear some of these. Would that help? That would help. In terms of my energy production. Or it would help in terms of maybe some of my research. So I will clear this one here as well. Anything else I want to clear? No, not for the moment being. Looking at the time though, I think it's time to end this particular episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's session, and if you did so, then please click the like button. And we'll carry on where we left off at the end of this session. So let me just pause this on the next session. Thanks again, and see you next time.